started. It usually takes a couple seconds. All right, we're up. Test,
Welcome.
test.
Yep. Yes, sir.
We good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
We good?
it appears so.
All right, awesome. All right, welcome back. Hopefully, I say this every time. Our one viewer, right? He's actually online tonight, so he may be hopping in the stream. Let's hope so. Did you ping him?
I did.
Nice. All right. Hopefully he joins. This week, well, I guess besides anime, one of our co-hosts had a baby. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. First child for Jake.
Yeah, first baby.
But more importantly, the first 12 episodes of 2B Hero X is what we're covering. So that would cover Nice, Isol, Lucky Cyan, and Queen. I guess real quick before we get into each hero, overall thoughts of it for those who just want to see if we recommend it.
It's really good. It took me a second to figure out what was happening. I actually had to go back and rewatch the first episode because I thought I had missed something. I got 3 episodes deep and then realized that maybe I didn't know what was happening fully. So I went back and rewatched the first episode. But once you get the hang of understanding of what everything is, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Great
really
character
good.
building.
Big character building.
Yeah, a lot of character building. Yeah, I feel like the whole first season's going to be big character building, and I feel like they're setting up a I told Jake it feels like they're setting up a franchise. I don't know if you've ever looked at their website, Izzy, but it looks like a website for like a game. If you Google 2B Hero X and click on their website, it's pretty wild how much marketing they've put into this show.
And it took me a second to get used, because whenever we do animes, it's animation, and I understand that this is also animation. However, I went into it
A lot of
expecting
CGI.
anime, and at the beginning, of course, it's not. It's more like a 3D.
Yeah, that 3D
style.
CGI. But to be fair, usually every time I see that 3D CGI, it's absolute dog shit. They did it very well.
Oh, they did. And whenever I first started, I was like, oh fuck me, this is gonna be one of those animes. And I got through like the first episode, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I like the blend of it all.
Yeah, the blend, it's nice. It's what, because I remember. So fun fact, when they were doing the marketing push for this show, one, I thought Queen was going to be the main character because they showed her a shit ton during the marketing, but also they showed the different animation styles. And I don't know if this is a spoiler. It's something I saw on TikTok, and it's something I'm pretty sure they came out and said. But
spoilers.
Yeah, I don't think it is, because even in the last episode we watched, you noticed it. Every time the animation style changes, you hear a snap, and that's actually Hero X's power. Changing the animation style of the show is like kind of the lore behind why it happens.
Interesting.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
I did hear the snap, and then I realized, because it would go from that 3D to like a comic book,
or animation or anime
style. Yeah. And that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I assume as we next week when we cover the last couple episodes, we'll maybe figure out why he does that. But I just remember watching a TikTok like early this year about why this show's doing it, and that was one of the main things that they said at the time. I don't remember who it was, but I thought it was just a fun fact. Yeah, super good, crazy. First Chinese, I guess, quote unquote, anime I've ever seen. In case you didn't know that, it's also Chinese.
I thought it was Korean this whole time.
Nope. But yeah, so I get the first 4 episodes, real quick overview. We're not going to go episode by episode like we usually do, because this one's kind of broken up into 4 very distinct arcs that cover 4 different heroes. But real quick, you're introduced to the heroes, and the first 4 episodes follow the hero Nice. At the very beginning of the episode, he just fucking walks off a building, and they capture this dude, and they're like, hey, you look like Nice, and they make him Nice. And slowly, you kind of learn about this trust value system, and it kind of slowly takes over this dude named Lin Ling. And you slowly see him become more and more like Nice. I'll save the last episode till after we talk about it, what happens, but he slowly adopts the persona of Nice, and also because of the will of his fans, he becomes and starts acting like Nice would as well. So what do y'all think about Nice, the arc?
At first, this is where I got confused because I didn't understand that the power of trust, I guess their trust value was
Yeah.
what was giving them powers. So I was very confused on what was their power versus what was their their equipment that they had on. And that's where I had to go back and rewatch because I was very not understanding it. But I liked the arc. Within 2 minutes, dude, he's a gooner.
Well, yeah, to Moon. Yeah, he's such a Moon simp.
Within like he's knowing like how many commercials she was in and how long, and I get
Well,
that
because he wrote them.
That was his job.
Yeah, because he wrote them. But think about it. Would you keep track of that? Like
Well,
in
no.
your mind, would you know exactly down to the second how long this man's a gooner, dude? It's crazy.
I mean, that's like honestly the perfect question to ask him because that's what he does. But for the exact minute, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly
dude,
the
down to
exact
the exact
second,
second.
dude.
he was like
And Lauder was trying
4
to.
hours, 4 minutes.
Dude, but yeah, I mean, the obvious comparison you can make is The Boys. This is the Chinese The Boys, pretty much. I mean, as soon as you saw it, it's like, as soon as they started introducing like the hero management agencies and all that stuff, and like all they care about is their trust value, public image. It's like, oh man, this is like The Boys, except the heroes aren't just complete pieces of shit. It's the management companies who are a piece of shit. Whereas in The Boys, it's the management companies and the heroes themselves. But yeah, I mean, I Nice to me, this arc, it was a good way to introduce the show. But compared to the other 3 heroes we're going to get into, this man didn't deserve 4 episodes, brother. I'm gonna lay that out on the table right now.
Fuck no, he did not deserve 4 episodes.
But it was probably the best way they could have introduced like the world, a lot of world building going on during these first 4. I mean, you kind of really don't even like his abilities. Kind of just like aren't ever really explained. He can fly, he's strong, but like
perfect.
Yeah, he's
perfection
he's
embodied.
I guess he's like supposed to be the Chinese Superman. I guess is a good way a comparison.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
He can. I guess he can just do everything.
He can fly. He has super strength. Really, I think that's about all that we see.
Yeah, there was a minor hero covered in this arc too. Firm Man in the 3rd episode.
Oh yeah.
That episode kind of shows like how what the people think of their heroes, how much it affects them. Because poor Fermi couldn't even sit down to take a dump, dude. Because every
hilarious.
Every one of his fans wanted him to stand strong, dude. And so because of that, he couldn't stand. You kind of see it happen to Nice at some point too during the last episode.
Yeah, his
whenever
over compulsive like OCD started like hitting him towards the end because he was becoming Night.
Yeah, another major character was Moon. That's Nice's girlfriend, but turns out that's only because of the management companies. And Moon fucking hates Nice. Like the original Nice. And then she figured out immediately that this Lin Ling is impersonating Nice, and then they kind of fall for each other, dude. It was sweet. But also they were trapped in a room for 3 months, so it was inevitable, but
at the end of each episode, it really leaves you on a cliffhanger. So like at the end of the first episode is whenever Nice gets up to, or Ling Ling gets up to his apartment or Nice's apartment, and Moon's there asleep, and he comes up to her and like there's blood all over her face.
She's dead.
Right?
Yeah.
She's dead. And then he's like,
major
oh shit.
foreshadowing.
And then episode stops. And then you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, almost every episode of this show, you're also going to notice, ends on a major cliffhanger.
Every episode does.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I don't really want to cover the story overall much. It's more so like the heroes, what we think about them, all the heroes mentioned. Because I don't know where the story's going at this point. After the first 12 episodes, I'm still confused really on what's the point besides them just setting up like world building stuff. Because I obviously there's going to be another season, I would assume, depending on how episode 24 ends, I guess. But
yeah,
there's a lot of time hopping.
A
lot
lot,
of
dude. That was
hero.
really. It's like the first season of The Witcher, dude. I'm confused. Like, nice happens after Isol, then fucking Cyan and Queen happen after both of those, but also concurrently to each other. So there's no consistency here
No,
on
and I
what
was so
timeline we're
confused.
following.
I thought it was just gonna be nice, like that's the character we're gonna follow the whole time. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool. This is the guy we're gonna learn that he's learning his abilities, and how he's a hero.
Yeah, I remember like
I was like, who's this?
yeah, like I was saying earlier, like during the marketing, you would have thought Queen would have been the main hero. But now, then I still remember the people's reactions to episode 1. It's like, oh, I guess this nice guy is going to be the main hero that we're all following. And
They reformatted before,
Yeah.
or right after the promo.
So it's like it's the setup. I mean, I guess for simple-minded folk, somewhat hard to follow, but you picked it
Yeah.
up pretty quick.
Yeah, and at the end of the 4th episode, the last episode of Nice currently, that cliffhanger, and then the cliffhanger there. I guess I can
Yeah,
say
we
it.
just start talking. Episode 4 is Moon gets her freedom because they fake her death. You are this happens in 3 too, but you're introduced to the Nemesises, which are also controlled by the agency, like the hero agencies. So Moon gets her freedom because she's quote unquote killed by Nice's nemesis. Then episode 4, Nice is like in Lighter, he comes back as God Eye. He's captured Moon, who went to a deserted island, we all thought. And so Nice tries to go fight him, but all his fans are saying, hey, we don't want you to go fight. Let other heroes do it. Oh, we're introduced to, what's the other hero in that one? He's very minor, but
The
some
fist
dude
guy.
who punches. Yeah, he was a cheating boxer. Whatever. He literally does not matter, I don't think. Anyway, Nice goes to save Moon, but he just sheds the persona of Nice and goes as Lin Ling. And everything's fucking live streamed in this universe apparently. So all the fans of Nice are like, "Oh, we love Lin Ling now." He gets crazy trust value out of nowhere, beats the shit out of God Eye, and then Moon turns out, oh, she's a decoy by God Eye, and then after at the end he gets enough trust value to keep Nice's number 10 hero ranking spot. And he shoots the little teleportation gun and is able to teleport to Moon. And he's like, oh, hey, you forgot something. And, like, right before they, like, embrace each other, like, it looks like they're about to go hug, fucking Moon just gets popped in the dome. And you know who fucking popped her? Did you notice who popped her? Anybody?
No.
Fucking Isol.
Okay.
Oh,
New Isol fucking popped her in the dome is what it looked like.
So I didn't know if it was old or new, or I didn't. I saw a glimpse, saw who it was, or who I thought it may have been, but So whenever she falls over, of course, that's the flashback of like whenever he first went up to the apartment and sees her dead. That's that scene right there. And then whenever you go to the next episode, you don't see Nice again. At least for the next 8 episodes, you just don't see him.
Hold on, wait.
Like,
here, look at the stream. Here it is. Oh, dang it! I forgot. OBS won't capture Crunchyroll. Never mind. Anyway, it's new. It's new Isol. Let me.
So I was very confused at the end of that because then I switched to the next episode and boom, we're on the next arc, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then you get carried away with the next arc, and I'm assuming they're going to come back to it within the next 12 episodes, but it was just like a mind fuck, and I enjoyed that to an extent. Because now I just really want to know what happened.
Oh, all right. Sniffing tool doesn't work.
I think they really put the show together like so well. The way that they carry you from character to character, situation to situation, scene to scene, it feels like there's so much emotion, so much like drama, and then the action within the fight scene is just all great.
Yeah, I mean, animation wise, it's done very well, dude. Like, you can tell they work these poor Chinese animators to the fucking bone on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. I definitely think
it's super good. I mean, just watching it, like, animation-wise alone, it's worth watching, whether you care about the story or not.
Yeah.
like, or you don't like superhero shows, or you're tired of superheroes, it's worth watching just for the fight scenes.
I like that
Yeah,
it's
the
still
fight.
different with the world building of like its trust. It's not just like, oh, you're a born like superhero.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
came from another planet. It's like you gain this ability from the people that trust. And you have it
Yeah.
visual at all times because you see it within a couple other episodes. It's like um you don't have people trust you and they think you're a nobody. Like the first step, like the first couple of minutes, Lin Ling was about to jump off the building because he was
Oh,
nobody. He's
Jake,
like
help me
nobody would
out.
remember.
There's Isol.
Oh wow.
That is, from
Eh.
what I could tell, based off the Isol episodes, which we'll get into next, that is new Isol's suit.
Yes, it is. It looks like damn Frozo from Frozone. Because at first I was like, when the fuck did this arc happen? Did I not realize something? Motherfucking Incredible is up in this bitch.
Yeah, so I assume I based off like how each episode ends in each arc, like either the next 24 episodes, I mean they're introducing more characters. I assume we're gonna get absolutely zero answers. Is my best guess.
Yeah, my guess is we're not gonna see Nice again in the next 24 or the next 12.
I think we may see him. I just don't think we're gonna like get a
We're not gonna figure out who.
and,
We're not
like,
gonna figure out
why did Isol kill Moon? Why did what happens in East? I mean, we'll say, but like, why does Isol kill Moon? I doubt that'll be answered.
No,
I hope.
it won't.
I hope so too.
I don't think so. I hope so, but I don't think it'll happen.
And supposedly this is a Dongwa, which is like basically a Chinese manhwa. If you've ever read any like Solo Leveling, and I've tried to find it, but I've been unsuccessful so far, so I haven't been able to read any of it. But I would like to if it actually is one. I don't know that for sure though.
Well, I mean, so the arc of Nice, I don't think he deserved 4 episodes. I think it was very good at world building for the first 4 episodes. I think it's a good way to start the show.
Yeah.
And they kind of explain everything. But of course, I think they probably could have condensed that into 3 episodes, in my opinion. However,
yeah, but Queen deserved 3 episodes, dude.
Yes, I agree.
I personally thought Queen and Nice could be a good couple. That's how they're so like clean
me
cut.
and Queen would make a good couple, dude.
Well, fucking me and Nice, I think will make a good couple.
I'll take for
You'll take for
Hey, dude. Hey, man.
I don't know,
at
dude.
least he'll
Wolf
always
Girl.
be on top. So I guess, do you want to go ahead and do Isol next?
Yeah.
Well, one thing before Isol, the intro of this show. Just it's so
super good.
nice.
It's so good. It's almost like Game of Thrones esque when they have the throne there.
Yeah, showing the map and stuff.
Yeah. I was like,
love the song.
Yeah,
the
the song's
song's
super good.
Honestly, in my opinion, we'll get to this.
I mean, based off the first 12 episodes, everything in this show is like
top tier.
Pretty, yeah. It's like whatever
Very well
studio did this, it's probably not one any of us have ever watched before. They're coming out of the gate swinging, dude. Like this.
I remember watching it and I was like, "Is this Arcane like animators?" Because I think it had a similar animation style.
It does look very similar to like Arcane, yeah.
And that's what I thought. I might not like it because I don't know.
Do you not like Arcane?
I didn't really watch it a lot, so I was like, I'll get to it some other time.
You gotta, dude. It's super good.
I haven't.
That recommendation.
Netflix had some bangers for a minute. You ever watch Castlevania? We're getting sidetracked, but real quick.
No,
dude.
It's really good.
Castlevania. Castlevania in my mind is better than Arcane, but Arcane is a banger. Arcane was super good.
Well, that animation style, that's what I thought it came from. I was like, it's got to be similar.
It wouldn't surprise me.
No, it's not. No, it's not. They have 7 works. To Be Heroine, Shik Wang Agent, Daily Life of Si Kwang, Xing Wang Agent, To Be Hero X, Fate Fist, and Sik Wang Agent. That's it.
Oh.
Your Chinese is impeccable, brother.
Hey, dude, they have 3 more that are just strictly Chinese. If you care to try it out.
Oh, I bet you can try it.
So,
Give us an
Yeah,
accent.
dude.
Your Honor, could a
I'm not
racist
gonna-
man do
There you
this?
go, man.
Jake, speak a little Chinese.
There's one of them. Hey,
I'm gonna do the
hey,
old timey dub. It's like, oh, I tell you.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Oh, it's not even
Trav,
like it's
read
not
that.
even in English characters. It's just let me,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me turn to Google
pronounce
Translate
it.
real quick and figure out how to even pronounce this one.
I did enjoy the voice acting too.
Yeah, voice acting was.
Oh yeah, the
really
voice
good.
acting was really damn good. Yeah.
Hey Min Fing
all-
Quinn.
Wait, we're
What's
not
that?
one
Feng
more
Shui.
king.
Hey Min Feng Shun is how Google translates it. It stands for
Wait, well-
Blackgate Swarm.
I was gonna say you should
Oh.
put a little accent on that one.
Nah, not yet. Maybe at about 100,000 viewers and just tank our Twitch careers. I'll do it then.
Do that playing.
But yeah, so yeah, my closing thoughts on Nice. It was a great arc, great way to introduce everybody to the world, and I guess really it kind of really doesn't. It mentions the top 10 heroes, but kind of doesn't really get into it. You kind of really don't understand why there's top 10 heroes until Queen's arc, because apparently X is like, well, we can get into it, but you kind of really don't. Besides like just a popularity ranking, it's like, why are they ranking so high if they're a hero and they can stop crime? Just let them be heroes. Who cares about ranking? But
Yeah, and one more thing. Whenever Moon goes off to the island, you see her. I think that was in the second episode.
third, I thought. I don't know.
Third.
It doesn't matter.
One of those. But in the fourth episode, whenever you see her again at the very end, she's
Throwing
a
all the
fucking hobo on an
SOS.
island.
Yeah, throwing all
Yeah,
the
she's
SOS bottles.
Yeah, she's a fucking hobo. She's just chilling out on an island, living off of piss.
Yeah, she's
and
like,
shit. Probably like,
I can't believe I forgot my gun.
yeah. Her only fucking thing that makes her a hero, her teleportation gun. She just forgot the bitch. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
I will say though, I think my favorite fight so far was Nice and Moon versus Nice's Nemesis. That fight was awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the story of the Nemesis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
story
story
of
of
the
the
person
friend.
himself. Yeah, we didn't touch on that
Yeah.
at all. You wanted let's talk about his nemesis for a minute.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. We can.
Like his, so
I love how he comes in heavy as they're getting married, and they were trying to they contacted him
yeah,
behind the scenes.
yeah. They were trying
And
they were trying to set this up as a staged event, but like, I don't remember his name, but yeah, they tried to set up a stage event, and he shows off. She shows up hot, like he's pissed off. And it gets into the backstory, and it's really sad. I think you're going into it, so if you want to describe it, Izzy, feel free. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. Yeah. So they're playing it off for Moon as a solution for her to be done as
Yeah.
being Nice's girlfriend, and everybody's excited because they're getting married. They've been wanting that for so long, and then he comes into the show, and they start fighting, and he's like, "I want to talk tonight." He's like, "You're not. What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
They get into the battle. Amazing scenery that they're fighting in.
Mhm.
Like
I
how
mean,
he obliterates the area. And
in
just
my
makes it-
opinion, out of every power shown, his was by far the coolest.
very
Yeah.
strong.
he
yeah.
he was basically like the most overpowered Earthbender with a fucking sword.
Yeah.
It was sweet. It was so
Real?
cool.
Yeah,
And-
and it didn't even last that long, which is the only problem. I mean, of course, we don't know what happens in the future.
Well, that's the story of all our lives, brother.
I like how he uses power though to separate him, Nice and Moon, to be able to actually talk. And he's like, "I'm not nice." Like nice.
And he's like, "Who are you? I
He's
know
dead.
you're not nice."
Nope.
And then it shows.
And then
Oh,
he breaks
Uh,
to the backstory of
Nice's-
them.
Yeah.
Nice's nemesis is Wreck.
Wreck. All right, yeah. It shows the backstory, and Wreck and Nice decided they wanted to become heroes together. But Wreck was texting Nice, and Nice wasn't responding, and he had no idea that Nice just committed suicide.
Yeah.
Kind of rude, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, it was a sad backstory. What I mean,
Very
the
sad
Nice arc is worth it just for that episode alone, for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I shed a tear when the friend did. He's like, "You're not
Oh
nice."
yeah, dude. It was heartbreaking, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
Imagine you and your homie, you get famous, then you get pushed to the sideline, and you don't get contacted, and you have no idea that your best friend even like was to the point where he felt like his only way out was to walk off the edge of a fucking building.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you show up and it's some imposter playing the role of your best friend. Yeah, that guy that episode alone shows how corrupt the like hero management people are.
Yeah.
Esau's arc gets into it pretty good too, but like in my opinion, the true villain isn't fear, it's the fucking managers.
Oh yeah, and I feel like that was part of what was his name? God Eye.
Yeah.
I think that's part of like his whole thing is to show everyone that
Exposed.
Yeah, before he was even
Expose-
corrupted by fear, that's what he wanted to do is like expose the heroes.
expose everything, the management teams and everything like that for all of it being set up basically.
The imposters they are.
So
But yeah, so that ends nice. Next one is Esol, and Esol's as a hero is an older gentleman. He's been a hero for 36 years, I believe, 30 something years. He's been doing it since the commission was founded at this point, I think.
OG.
And his powers are basically the lightning guy. He can move real fast. He's got any lightning abilities like lightning bolts, all that good stuff. And of course, with lightning comes fast movement. And then also his suit is later revealed to have like a perfect defense mode. So he's kind of like an all-arounder. He's just like
Great attack, great defense.
old man Esol, as they called it in the episode. The OG Esol is just like, he's, out of everybody shown, he's the only person who's actually a hero. Like he said multiple times during this episode, I don't care about my trust value. I don't care about the quote-unquote new Esol. I care about stopping crime.
yeah.
Like he didn't care about the flashiness. He didn't even fucking care about his own anniversary and press conference. Like, you know, remember when they were showing off his action figures? Like, we made 500 of these. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, and he didn't even want to fight New Esol. Now, New Esol is a young man who was an Esol impersonator for a theater for children, basically.
Yeah.
And,
birthday parties.
Yeah.
Events.
And turns out, like, as the show goes on, there's multiple Esol impersonators. This poor fella has a trust value of 0, so, like, no one trusts him or respects him because of it. His parents were killed, and he was saved by Esol. So he was, like, he grew up an Esol, like, fanboy, like, #1 fanboy. And some events happen with his crush's kid, and he ends up building some trust and basically being able to imitate Esol's powers because of the way he was dressed at the time he went to save the kid. We're jumping all over the place, but watch the show. It's good. I'm just setting up what the heroes do, and then we can talk about them. So yeah, goes and saves the kid and starts building his trust and becoming the quote-unquote new Esol. And people start liking him because he's more of a public figure than old Esol. And of course, the management companies get in. They're like, "Man, we gotta do something about this kid. You guys have to fight." And then we'll save for what happens in the fight towards the end. But thoughts on both Esols, fellas?
I like old Esol because yes, he doesn't care about the theatrics of it all. He just wants to be. He's an OG, so I understand. It's like probably when the association started.
Yeah,
He's like, I mean, if you're gonna toss me in here,
he feels like the Batman of this world. Like he doesn't want to be known. He's never shown his face. That's one reason why people are starting to like this new Esol, because he shows his face. And old Esol never did that. He's like, I don't care about the public fame. I simply want to fight crime.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. One thing I forgot. When Firm Man was introduced, dude, fucking Esol's nemesis got A-Trained. If you've ever seen The Boys where A-Train runs into that dude's girlfriend. Yeah, Esol's nemesis got A-Trained, but in reverse by Firm Man.
Firm was standing there. Just,
Yep, runs right into him.
He's like,
just
"Oh,
fucking
my
disintegrates."
drink.
Yeah.
They could have another drink.
Yeah. But yeah, so back to sorry, I meant to say that when we were talking about Firm Man, but I completely forgot.
There's
But
so many scenes like that though that you could touch
yeah,
up on.
there's a lot of little scenes. Definitely go watch it. It's super good. But I mean, Isol was the only old Isol was the only person out of everybody we've seen so far who I thought, oh, this dude's actually a hero. Like by all definition of the word, everyone else is just a fucking Instagram influencer, basically.
Yeah, and the thing about Yang, who is the new Isol or becomes new Isol, at the beginning that was what he was. You know, he was trying to
Yeah, that's what he
put
wanted.
his. That's what he wanted. He wanted to be that person or that hero that cared about fighting crime, and doing good stuff. And his I don't know crush. What was her name?
Hold on, I have it somewhere. Yang Ching is the dude. Zhao Qing.
Xiao Ching. Um, she was like, "Hey, one thing, whatever you do in this hero journey, be true to what you want." Because she knows that, deep down, that's all he wants is to fight crime. And at the end, I feel like he weighs a little bit. He comes off kilter whenever. I guess we should just go ahead and say it. One of his friends, Sheng Chao, was murdered in his place. They
Yeah.
thought it was him. They shot him in the face. He was right there, and he basically goes off his rocker, and he's like, fucking fight me, because I know
Yeah.
who did it. Fight me.
Yeah. This arc was pretty much the saying that absolute power corrupts absolutely. This arc with the new Isol.
Yeah, and timeout. The very dude, it's crazy. The very first scene, number one, it's like Batman. Like his fucking parents die or whatnot, and then the first 5 seconds of this guy, one of the guys that killed his parents, is swinging on a fucking little kid. That was fucking the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He's like, "Fucking get some." I was like, "Whoa." um, but yeah, I feel like he weighs a little bit at the end. I feel like he kind of goes off his rocker. Of course, he's pissed off, and he just starts to slide. And that's where I think the old Isol was correct in his beliefs as just wanting to fight crime, where new Isol attempted, but I think it ended up getting the best of it.
Yeah, and it even shows like as he's slowly gaining trust, that is what he's going out to do. Because like it's kind of a common theme. Like the heroes aren't actually doing any real missions. There's one that does. We'll get to her, but aren't really doing any real missions that aren't set up by the commission. So
Yeah.
but the new Isol was he went and stopped a robbery. I think that was really it. But like it shows him on his rise, like going and actually fighting crime. He did some other stuff I can't remember, but
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, it starts out and he's like, I guess New Isol can be compared to like Spider-Man. Young kid gets all this crazy powers, and but slowly he doesn't really turn into like an anti-hero or anything, but he kind of just I think they're setting it up for him to just be like an empty shell, like of the person he used to be, because his good friend died. His major crush is pretty much like gives up
Not
on him.
interested anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, not necessarily not interested, but like doesn't approve of what he's doing. I guess is a
like
good way
whenever
to say it.
because whenever he's like, I gotta fight old Isol, and she runs away.
Yeah, she's like, don't do it.
Like, don't do it.
Come
She
with me to
runs
see
away.
Lucky Cyan instead.
Yeah,
Which-
to where she's like, she's not approval. Her approval, I think, is gonna be him taking that as, oh well, she's done with me.
Yeah, because she
And
even said he's like, I mean, at a point he knew exactly who killed Chong or whatever, but he's going
or
to
Chow,
fight.
Chow.
But instead of going to get that dude, he's going to kill the old Isol. Or attempting to kill the old Isol. Well, fuck. He kills the old Isol.
Yeah, he kills old.
Yeah, in the major fight, they kill the old Isol. But that's not the fucking cliffhanger this one ends off of. We'll hold off for that until we're done with Isol. But yeah, kills the old Isol. Their trust values merge. He comes out victorious. So like he is the new Isol. And I guess at some point he goes and kills Moon. So like that's why I'm thinking like they're setting him up to just be like an empty shell of a human, kind of like just the cleanup crew of the hero agency.
Yeah, I feel like he falls to where he's basically just in the hands of the commission because the guy that I guess was his mentor per se, his boss, whenever he
It
didn't
was
have
his
powers.
uncle.
His uncle?
Yeah, I think as far as I understand, that's actually his uncle too. I don't know if
Okay.
that's true or he just calls him it, but he thinks of him as a family member at least.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, yeah, his parents are dead.
the entire almost 4 episodes, you think that this guy is just like a down to earth dude
Uncle
who's just
Rock,
helping
that's
out
his
this
name.
kid, Uncle Rock, yeah, Rock, who's just helping out this kid that's down on his luck and trying to give him some advice and whatnot. But then at the end of the 4th episode, you find out that this
Third.
guy is the end of the 3rd episode.
Yep, because this one only
Okay.
was 3.
Okay, so you find out that he's
He's the guy who's been behind the
Basically-
scenes the whole time.
the one that set up the kidnapping of Chang or
Xiao
whatever her
Qing's-
name is.
Yeah, Xiao
Xiao
Qing's
Qing's
brother. He set up the
brother.
kidnapping. He declined him from winning the ESOL tournament, like lookalike tournament, and he became the
Assassination.
CEO of Mighty Glory, which is the agency that represents ESOL.
Yeah,
So he
and
set up
he-
everything.
He planned
And he-
assassination too.
He's the one that
Yeah.
set up the assassination as well.
Yeah, so
And
he
used
actually
those
tried to
guys-
kill his nephew.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
because it was weird, because I guess when the assassination went wrong, he didn't want his nephew to be the new Esol. He wanted to keep old Esol. But then I guess when the assassination went wrong, he's like, well, better put all my eggs in my nephew's basket and hope he can beat this 36-year veteran after this dude just got powers for the first time. And even set up old Esol to use his big attack that completely drops his defense so he would lose.
Well, I think he was trying to do that the whole entire time.
Yeah, he
was-
wasn't trying to hide that one, but like he was the CEO of Mighty Glory, which represents Esol. So he still pulled the strings behind the scene to make old Esol do that.
Yeah, and
Maybe
I
he was
think
just getting
wanted-
tired of old Esol.
I
don't
think
think
he
he
wanted
was.
old Esol.
I don't think he wanted old Esol. I don't think he
think-
wanted new Esol, because I think the whole time he was legit trying to fuck up his nephew's life. It's the way it looked like to me. And then when that didn't work, every time he tried, he was like, "Well, fuck it, we'll get rid of old Esol."
I think he was
Yeah.
putting everything.
Attempt
I
to
think he
keep
was-
old Esol.
I think he was putting everything out for new Esol to become new Esol, because I think he was setting up all these things to push him along in this hero journey of his. Because at the end of the day, I think that what he wants is a person that's going to be.
He wanted a
loyal
puppet. He
to
wanted a puppet.
MG. Yeah,
Yeah.
he wants a puppet, and that's what I think.
That's
he's
what he
going
made.
To gain
Yeah,
from
maybe.
Esol.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Maybe he did want all this tragic stuff to actually happen to his nephew, so he would have a puppet. Because old Esol was very much not a puppet.
Exactly. He was I am a
hero.
crime fighter
Yeah.
only. That's what I want to do. Whenever you see the new Esol in his track of being a hero, he starts to waver from his objective, and then boom, he goes and kills fucking Moon. So
Yeah, when he shows up in his new apartment and Uncle Rock is there, he just stands right next to him.
Yeah, it doesn't
yeah,
say
looking
a
at
thing.
him
emotion.
on the city.
Yeah.
No emotion.
Because I mean, at the beginning, like, yeah, he's a student, and that's where a lot of emotions throughout this little arc too, of love and then just like the death, and frustration, I guess, rage.
Yeah, dude, the scene where the Jia Qing is at the Lucky Cyan concert just bawling her eyes out while the homies fighting Esol to the death, old Esol to the death. It's like, oh,
What got me was that there was 3 seats. The 3
Yes,
seats
yes.
that were gonna be there. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that one was sad, dude. Like everybody around her's like, "Oh yeah, Lucky Cyan, woohoo!" And then she's just sitting there crying, like, "Oh man, my best friend, and the guy who never told me he liked me, but I knew he liked me, and I liked him. We're supposed to
Hard.
be here." Yeah.
yeah. Which the back and forth on that was like textbook, like
Oh
Good
yeah, it was a
romance.
textbook anime romance. It should have,
Oh yeah.
and it had, and it. I mean, instead of giving us the satisfying ending of them getting together, it gave us probably the saddest, worst ending possible to that love triangle.
Yes. Yes.
Because he was from
Um,
the beginning, he was trying to get with her. He's like, Uncle Rock, what's with this spot right here?
Yeah.
With his cafe. Like he's like, I
Yeah, Uncle Rock even set up the
everybody
fucking
sits there.
cafe, dude, because at the end it was closed.
yeah,
That wasn't even, nothing about Uncle Rock was real. Uncle
No.
Rock was a character, and it's actually, I don't know his real name. We'll just say Rock. He's just the CEO of another, like, hero agency, and they're all just massive POSs.
Yeah, when I saw that he sold the cafe, I was like, there's no way he would become
Yeah.
a big
yeah.
off of that.
I mean, and that's where I think that he's just using the New East as a pawn. He's just a pawn to him.
Yeah.
And
For a
but
second, I also thought that Uncle Rock had like a twin type thing, to where like Uncle Rock was the good guy, and then the CEO was like
See,
the bad
I
guy.
thought that for a second too, but then like they look.
It
I
showed
mean,
him.
yeah, it showed him being like as Uncle Rock calling in the hit and stuff, or calling in the kidnapping, and then during the hit he was like in a fancy car and just threw a gun out the window and said, "Finish the job."
oh, dude, how bad would it? So the two characters that he used to
Oh yeah,
assassinate,
dude!
dude, how fucking bad would it be to die
In
like that?
concrete,
They
in wet
basically
concrete.
he lowered them into wet concrete. Like, dude, that would suck.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
would
that
be
they
rough.
were in the arena they fought at the
I
end
thought
too. I
that
was
too
like,
for a second, but
I
I
did because
couldn't.
it went straight to the arena. I'm like, there's no way
yeah,
that he built
it
the entire
shattered. I was
arena
like,
on
I'm ready
these
to see
two
some
dead
bones.
boys.
Yeah,
At first, whenever it shattered, I was like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna see like an arm sticking up or some
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I was thinking for a second too. I was like, "Oh man, did he drop him in the arena and they just destroyed this arena?"
And they fucking it might. I dude, that'd be crazy. That would suck to die like that though. That would fucking
Yeah.
suck.
Like
Yeah.
Nice's arc had the best fight. I think this one has the best story.
This one does have a really good story, like a really good story. Out of Nice and this one tops it easily.
Oh yeah, story wise, and the fight with old Esol and new Esol was good, but
It was good.
it was nowhere near as good as Nice's fight with his nemesis. I don't think.
I
they
agree.
give you the final strike. They're like, oh, he has to do this one attack, and then you win.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
it
oh,
just ends
he's
up being like a
ramping
giant
up to
lightning
the
bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, any
So-
closing thoughts on Esol, or old or new?
Yeah, yeah. In one of the scenes, this is not very heavy or anything, but in one of the scenes, whenever him, I guess New Isol and the brother are sitting down because they become friends, and the little kid's eating chips. Did you notice the flavor of these chips?
I did not.
They're chili bubblegum flavor.
Oh God.
What?
Yeah, I wrote that down in my notes because I was like, I had to pause it, and I'm like, what the fuck are those?
Damn.
It was fuck. That sounds gross.
Yeah.
That's my ending thought.
I wish you would have kept that to yourself.
It sounds awful.
All right. So the next arc is about a girl, and her name is Cyan, and her hero name ends up being Lucky Cyan. But basically, she was the sole survivor of a plane crash, and I guess in this world, plane crashes are crazy rare. There's a quote unquote reporter who basically faked as a I guess crime scene investigator or first responder or something. Was
Yeah.
able to take her away from the crash site and take her to an orphanage. Turns out her superpower is just luck. Anybody around her is lucky. Anybody she talks to, touches, whatever, they get some of her luck. And so the orphanage, obviously, this is more so an example of absolute power corrupts absolutely, but eventually the orphanage just straight up takes advantage of this. It slowly starts with just some of the workers doing it, and you think the dean is going to be this great guy because he puts the kibosh on it quick. Well,
Yeah.
cut to episode 9, and now she is the lucky maiden. The orphanage owner has taken full advantage of her ability to be lucky, and everybody worships her almost as if she's a god. And then a boy gets introduced named Luau. It's spelled Lou,
Whoa.
but the way they pronounce it is different. So I'm just going to call him Lou.
Calamity.
Yep.
Yeah, Lou gets introduced, and he has the power of being extremely unlucky. So every orphanage he's been at has met some crazy end, whether that be bankruptcy, burning to the ground, flooding, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, Lou becomes like the only true friend to Cyan. Everybody else still treats her like she's somebody to be revered, and she hates it. And they become super close friends, and then there's a time skip. Cyan's performing her church song, and then switches to a like K-pop type of song, I guess.
Yep.
And then her and Lou attempt to make a escape. Well, here's the Dean. Turns out he has like some kind of weird wind tentacle superpower and stops it. And Cyan makes it out, but Lou doesn't, and the Dean's still there. Then Cyan goes and becomes a street performer. Her trust value skyrockets. She becomes a hero. The orphanage is infested by a fear outbreak, so everybody pretty much becomes like fear zombies, and the Dean becomes like the big bad. Cyan kind of accepts the role as a hero, goes back to retrieve the flight log, or a recording of the flight that shows how she got her powers, because her reputation's taken a hit recently because of rumors. And she saves Lou, kills the Dean, and what's the cliffhanger of this one? Orphanages restored, right here. Meanwhile, it's just, yeah, there's not really a cliffhanger on this one. This is just kind of, this arc introduces fear as the concept. It's teased in the Nice arc with Enlighter / God Eye, but then you really get introduced to it being able to affect like a mass group of people and not just an individual with the Cyan arc.
What about the manager?
Mickey,
Yeah.
the blonde-haired dude with the glasses.
That's the Dean.
Is that who you're talking about?
That's the Dean
No.
of the orphanage.
In the Nice, it's not God Eye. That manager that he fights in the show.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't remember his name, but Nice fights his manager. I guess that's really where Fear is first introduced, is with his manager. I forgot about that.
It looks a little different, but it's around the same.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the like really shitty Cliff Note versions of everything that happens in Cyan. So, what do y'all think of Cyan? Because I have some opinions.
Underused character. They could use it. Their ability.
Yeah.
At any time.
This arc was the most boring to me. I'm not a fan of musicals. This one had a lot of music. It was a good song, don't get me wrong, but like, I was kind of tuned out on this one, to be honest, most of the time. Cyan, as a concept of a hero, just having crazy good luck, is cool, and her guitar can turn into a bow and arrow. That's sweet. Yeah. But like, all she is a K-pop idol with rollerblades and a bow guitar.
For a second, I thought it was Hatsune Miku, and I was like,
"Hey,
what?
dude, you do not speak about my woman like that, brother. That's a bad comparison."
I at first, whenever Cyan is first introduced and he gets Lou, at first I thought it was Yang Ching, new Isol.
Oh yeah,
I thought they would set that up really good.
That would have been like, pretty interesting, actually.
All the arcs.
Yeah, because they don't really show his childhood at all.
No, and
just
so
the
I was
scene
like,
where
okay,
his parents die.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, well, they're in a fucking an orphanage, and his parents are dead. Then whenever you see Lou sitting on the floor in front of the radio, I'm like, oh shit.
I think looking back at it, it couldn't have been him, because the new Isol always had a trust value of 0, and at one point Lou had a trust value of 10. Yeah.
Yeah, and then whenever I saw that, and then of course, his name is not the same, but I was like, man, that would have been really cool if they would have set it up like that. That would have been pretty
cool. I would have liked that a lot, actually. I think it would have made this arc Yeah, I figured this arc would be the least interesting to all of us, because I think we're all kind of the same. We're like dumb fucking dudes, and we're like, oh, I want to see him punch shit. I don't want to see her sing and talk. Yeah, I don't want to see her sing and talk about feelings, which is what they say. Yeah, like this episode's good. Cyan's, she's Cyan.
Yeah, I mean it's I understand it, or why it's in here, kinda, but it wasn't. Of course, this is my least favorite one.
Yeah,
this is my least favorite arc.
The character herself is cool. I always like the idea of like a lucky hero They could have made it funny, like just oddly lucky things happen to her. Like she loses the lottery at one point, so that's funny. But like,
Yeah, she lost all her trust, so she lost it.
yeah, but like, I
did like how the people in the orphanage started to use her luck, and she's like, me and my husband have never been in love.
yeah.
And then
Oh,
you see
yeah,
this
like
other
whenever
girl,
they
she's
bring-
like, the cake, and it's
Oh,
like,
the cake.
I
Pick a
made it out
man.
of this. Like, yeah.
Yeah, pick a man, and then
That was
next
pretty
scene, like she quits the orphanage and she married a super rich dude.
He looks like a regular guy, but his family's like very rich.
Yeah,
like
one of the
Steve
ladies is
Irwin.
like my husband's always been bald his whole life and grew a full set of hair, so I'd like to meet Cyan for that, but yeah, I mean this was it was good. It's still 3 episodes that are worth watching, but if someone deserved the 2 episode slot, it was Cyan and not Queen. Justice for Queen, dude.
Agreed. This arc was my least favorite by far.
It's still good though, just because it's. I mean, you wouldn't tell anybody to skip these 3 episodes though, right?
No.
I think
no.
because
There is still some very
Queen's
important
story-
world building. Yeah, Queen's intro
you
is
see
introduced.
Queen
You don't know
interweave.
she's Queen at the time, but it's
her dad,
well, yeah, her dad. Yeah, you
which you don't know, but
yeah, you don't. Yeah, well, you do by the end or like the 3rd episode or something. But yeah, Queen's speech is introduced. And Queen at the like tail end, right before she goes to the orphanage to get that like USB stick, you see her again, and you can make the connection there where Queen is the girl who made the speech, and the dude who dropped Cyan off at the orphanage is Queen's father, and Queen's father's super close to the fucking twink that runs whatever agent, the DOS agency, I think. Yeah, DOS.
I thought we were talking about earlier.
that is weird.
Yeah, that dude looked like he was like super cool, and then he like kind of yells at Cyan at one point. I'm like, oh, so he's just like the rest. I thought this dude was like genuinely a good fella for a second. My bad.
No.
But then Queen showed up, and then he's like, "Oh, I hope you had great travels."
Yeah, yeah. Queen and Cyan become friends. I think that's cool in Queen's arc. That's awesome. Cause like poor
Yeah.
Cyan, dude. I mean, for a long time she didn't catch a damn break.
Well, Cyan lapped Queen, which was the thing too. Bumped her down,
Wait, she lapped Queen?
like in ranking.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
I think
the
Queen's still
next.
ranked above her though.
I think her number started to decline. I think.
No, well, in the next arc she doesn't, but we can get into that because I know it's.
Yeah,
I just watched.
I don't know. I don't have much more to say on Cyan. Do y'all got
I don't
any
either.
closing remarks on these 3 episodes?
No.
Still good, worth watching, but they are by far. If you're like a dude like us and just want fight scenes and heroes beating the shit out of each other, then this one it's good for world building. Cyan's a cool character, pretty underutilized, but yeah, a lot of music for some reason.
Yeah.
And just
song?
songs are good. Yeah, songs are good, but like I don't know.
I like how it
I'd rather have
tied
story.
back.
Yeah, that
I
was
like
cool.
how her story tied back in when they're in the plane and she meets Blue's parents when she's a baby.
Yeah,
That's
why I
recognize that song.
that was pretty cool. Her origin of how she got her powers. Like all these people are about to die a horrific death in a plane crash. They're like, "Oh, I hope this kid can survive.
Live a long life for
Live
me."
a long life. If you see my son, tell him this. Blah blah blah." Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
It
it's
was
like-
a
They were,
heartfelt episode.
yeah.
they're
It was a heartfelt one for sure. Especially
They're all-
that scene, but like, man, the rest of the episode was boring. Or the rest
they're
of
all
the 3
pretty.
episodes were kind of boring.
They're all pretty calm for about to die in a plane crash. I gotta say,
Yeah.
the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna sing real quick." Like, that dude, you're
Well,
about
I mean, think about it though. You're in a
I mean,
plane. What the hell else are you gonna do?
breathe in the oxygen mask that comes down. The fuck?
And brace yourself.
Yeah, I guess so. What the fuck? What? Yeah, dude. Let me break out into song real quick.
Have you ever
like-
seen the Shane Gillis skit about an airplane crash?
No.
He calls people and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna come down there and fuck you up, or I'm gonna come fuck your mom or stuff like that." I was like, I think that's probably what I do. I just like burn every bridge. It's pretty.
and then
funny.
watch me survive?
Yeah.
I do think the orphanage headmaster or dean, his ability
His
I thought it was
ability
gonna
was
be
fucking
different.
cool.
Oh,
It was
dude, yeah.
cool,
You
but
mean
he was a hero once was the thing. And
Yeah,
then he
I
popped his
I
orphanage.
thought when he first used his ability and like slammed those doors shut, I thought his ability was wind. But then, of course, the creepy Dean had to have a tentacle ability.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I thought it was
authority.
gonna be like some eye for like power.
Yeah,
So that's why he wanted Cyan and Calamity because he could morph them into whatever. But it was
yeah,
Yeah,
just
it just
art.
reminded me like his ability is really cool. It reminds me of Authority of Sloth, from
ooh,
ReZero,
nice.
because like he can pick people
Invisible
up.
hand. Yeah,
Yeah, so I thought that was an interesting, really cool power. But yeah, he's a piece of shit.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it seems to be that everybody except the heroes, and even sometimes the heroes are. So far,
Yeah,
I think Cyan. I will say, I, I don't think Cyan gets corrupted at all. So that's nice to see. Because New
well, she broke
Souls.
the corruption through the church
Well,
or the
I mean like
sanctuary.
corrupted as in like when she gains her power, she changes her personality. You know what I mean?
But I think she beat that,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
she
yeah.
can't. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like Cyan
and
as a character is nice because like you can they didn't really touch on if nice is, but like especially with him being Ling Ling now, the hero Lin Ling, it'll be interesting to see what they do with that in the future. So he may be a good guy. Isol's probably just a puppet.
yep.
Cyan's Cyan. I don't think she cares about heroing. I think she cares more like, oh, I'm kind of famous now and I get to sing, which is what I enjoy doing. So that's cool.
yeah, it's kind of like odd about these ReZero's references that I'm about to reference another one. Liliana Masquerade from ReZero
Hmm.
and Cyan kind of favor each other to where they're just out here singing, got powers and stuff, but they just really care about singing and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And they never become like, I don't know, evil, you know? Like, I don't think Cyan's ever going to turn evil. Well, I'm 12 episodes deep, but I don't foresee that happening.
No, I'd be unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky. Well, I guess let's go ahead and go straight into Travis's favorite arc.
His queen.
Not favorite arc, but favorite character, dude. I
This is
mean,
not your favorite arc.
no, no, I don't think. I think Esol might have been my favorite arc, honestly.
Isol's mine. Isol's
Yeah,
my favorite arc.
hands
Um,
down.
Now I will say though, if I could have any of these superpowers so far, I would want Queen's. I think her ability is they kind of underplay it, but the idea of like you can make any rule inside the boundary, that's fucking sweet.
Yeah, and you
True.
like stop and be
And she
like,
could
nah.
fly. She throws her spear like it's a fucking missile. Her
Yeah,
mask is
Yeah,
fucking sweet. How it like turns it from a crown to a mask.
yeah.
yep.
Yeah, she's fucking cool. All right, so the overview of Queen. She's a very headstrong woman who, when she graduates from college at like 16 or something, and she does it in 2 years. And during her valedictorian speech, she says, "I'm going to become a hero and I'm going to abolish the trust system." She says some other shit, but that's the highlights.
Yep.
And so there's a little bit of a time skip from that to her becoming a hero on her 18th birthday. And she becomes a hero known as Queen. Another hero named Boa is introduced, and when Boa is introduced, she becomes Hero X. She wins the tournament that year, and then the next year, it's implied that Queen and Boa are the contenders for the hero ranking, and you know Boa has a little bit of resentment. Um, and Queen is just she's being Queen. She's one of the few that are also just being a hero. She doesn't care about her managers really. That's shown briefly. She just wants to her goal is to get to the top and get rid of this corrupt system. So at some point, I don't hold on, I'm trying to read my notes. Even though this is the one I just watched today, I don't really remember all the in between. So anyway, gets to the next hero ranking tournament, and she's expecting Bo to show up, but X, the hero X, the dude with white hair who hasn't been introduced yet, he shows up and ends her fucking whole career in a second. Like, she like She's about to put her staff on the ground, activate her barrier, and set a rule, I assume, inside her barrier. But you hear the snap, and she's knocked out cold, and then wakes up. And so X becomes the new Hero X, which is nice and confusing because he doesn't have a name. No one knows at all who he is. So that all happens in like episode 11. And by the end of episode 11, Boa gets corrupted by fear, of course, because she's pissed off. She didn't win the Hero X, and her trust value is just fucking plummeting. Well, episode 12, Queen's like all sad and in depressed mode, and like she eventually gets out of it because of little Johnny and his pet Big Johnny, and Cyan, and she starts going on missions again. And the day or two, I don't remember, she's on a mission. She gets ambushed by Boa, who is now completely corrupted by fear. The fight scene's awesome. Another very well animated fight scene. Not as good as Nice as I will say, even though, you know, Queen's that bitch. Queen obviously wins, but she's like crazy injured. She wakes up in the hospital. The Hero tournament's already over again. She's still somehow in the top 10, even though not being able to participate. But X is once again Hero X. There's a brief time skip again of like her recovering, I guess is what this time skip is pretty much about. And then she's told by the commission to go on a vacation. So her and Cyan are driving down the road. And this episode ends with some big black dog monster with a horn.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know what he's exactly doing, but like they like swerve off the road and they're like, holy shit, what's that? I have a guess on what it could be, but we'll get into our thoughts on Queen first. I am a Queen fan, obviously. I think her abilities are the fucking coolest so far. And she just so happens to be hot anime woman, so that's awesome.
She definitely came in pretty strong. How she was the youngest and she was taking her test. Within a couple minutes within that test, she was done.
Yeah.
She just like brushed it off. She's like, I'm done. I and then she was talking to her dad, and she's like, I only have this amount of time. So she had a game plan.
Yeah, her goal was to be a hero by 18 in the top 10, and she got it.
Yeah. And it's like a, you know, everybody was laughing at her, oh, you know, a woman being in the top 10 or whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And of course she achieves that. And now, which part of it, Boa, her, I guess, I wouldn't say
backstory, her backstory's, everybody's backstory's rough, dude.
Yeah.
Like Boa,
I think that's what makes the best heroes, like.
Yeah, like the villains all are by far would have been the best heroes if they weren't corrupted by fear. Because Boa was somebody who actually trained her dick off to be in the commission, was there at like the founding of the commission before really like heroes, quote unquote, were saying they were like basically like a FBI sort of thing. It looked like because they had guns, they went on like did raids.
She didn't want to be a suit.
Yeah, she gets shot and she's like, oh, I can't let it end here. I got to become a hero. And shows like her training montage of her getting to the point where she does win the hero tournament at some point and becomes Hero X for a year or however long there is between each tournament.
Yeah, and the bitch literally just eats a bullet right into her fucking chest, which is wild.
Yeah. And then she gets corrupted by fear because she's like, I can't believe my trust value is falling. I can't believe they're setting up Queen to replace me. I've actually worked for this where Queen, and granted, Queen was handed everything. Now she was a genius, but her dad set her up with DOS way before she even graduated and gave that speech. So I'm not saying Queen didn't work hard, but Boa definitely worked harder.
Yeah, Boa came out from the mud.
Yeah.
Where Queen had it kind of not handed to her, but she had an upper hand, I guess.
Yeah.
She had an upper hand in life where Boa didn't. But I mean, Boa's a strong woman. I mean, she ate a bullet in her chest. She ate that spear in her chest.
Yeah, her abilities are pretty fucking sweet.
Her ability, her fucking axe is wild.
Yeah, she beats like the fucking brakes off a smile.
The entire the entire time like this, because the fight scene for Queen and Boa was, in my opinion, that's my favorite fight scene. It went for a long time.
Yeah,
and just the animation style.
It's an actual fight where they're both going.
Yeah, and they're like,
Head
like
on.
with Nice and his nemesis, it's like, yeah, he was pissed and he's trying to hurt Nice, but at the end of the day, like, I don't think he was out to kill him. But in this one, I mean, these two bitches are fucking going at it like wild, and he's like, and Bo's like, hey, I'm gonna kill you. Like that's what I'm here to
Yeah,
do. I'm here to
and
kill you.
it's kind of the first time where like, I mean, Isol versus Isol, they both ended basically passed out. But this is the first episode where it's like, oh, these two are actually truly evenly matched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the entire fight scene, I'm like, oh shit, dude, Queen's about to get her fucking shit rocked through. Because, I mean, Bo is just all over her ass. And then at the end, fucking stab her with the spear right through the fucking heart. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, how is this bitch still alive?
I like seeing how they brought out all their like big attacks too. It's not just like,
Yes.
oh, my one special
Yes.
attack. Like
Yes,
Yeah.
like
easy.
they were going through the cards on that fight scene,
Yeah,
which is what I really enjoyed.
I think if Queen didn't have the knowledge, because all Bo wanted to be was Hero X again. That's all she wanted. And Queen, if Queen didn't have the knowledge of like, hey, you can't even attend next year's or this year's tournament because you've already fallen out of the top 10. That's what broke Boa's focus, and that's how Queen was able to land that blow.
Yeah, and at the end, what I was confused about is, after the fight scene and after Queen recovers and she's on the road with Cyan and her fucking Bentley going to vacation, and she's like, you know, uh, she had to do everything by herself. She said that to Cyan. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, do you trust me? Out of me and Lil Johnny, who else do you have? And she's like, I've only done this by myself. I'm like, no, bitch, no. I mean, of course, I haven't seen. Maybe something pops up. Maybe she has a little bit of childhood trauma, but you have a loving father, and you been set up pretty well
yeah,
compared to
No
Boa.
mom in the picture, but
No,
yeah,
that's a
no
good
exactly.
mom,
point.
but that's at least she has one parent that actually cares about her. From
She
what
does
I've
seem
seen, at
pretty
least.
stone cold. Like she looks like she's objective driven,
Yeah, very.
and
Yeah, very
if she
objective.
grew up and saw something traumatic, yeah, or went through
Yeah,
something.
my guess is maybe something traumatic happened, but from what we've seen so far, nothing has, and it sounds kind of like shrill to me. Like whenever she said that, and I'm like, look, dude, you just fought and beat Boa, who actually had it, bad,
Yeah,
and actually worked for this. So, um, good story. This one did not. This
yeah.
deserved
This
longer.
this one was jam packed for it being 2 episodes. I feel like Queen could. I feel like Cyan could have been done in 2, and Queen could have been done in 3, because a lot happens. Like,
A
It
lot.
blends, and I think it ramps it back up
yeah,
for me.
yeah, they do
It
blend. There's
was
multiple scenes that happen in Cyan that also happen in Queen's story. So yeah, Cyan and Queen are the only one where you get like where you finally figure out the timeline. I thought, because I finally clicked for me. I was like, oh, okay, Nice was the latest thing to happen. Isol's the oldest thing to happen, and then Queen and Cyan happen at the same time. I understand a little bit more about what's going on now, kind of.
Yeah, because it took me a second to be like, 30 years after the death of Himmel the hero. It's
oh the
26 years
timestamp
after the
too.
commission or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm trying
I
to do like the math in my head.
well,
I'm like, wait,
I
What
think
is?
I think if my dumbass would have actually read the timestamps, I would have realized that sooner. But I ignored them completely the whole time.
Yeah.
well, whenever you said that it took you 11 episodes to figure out
Yeah, yeah,
the,
yeah.
the timestamps on everything, I kind of realized that you probably didn't read those.
I saw
Well,
them, but I was like, did that much time really hop between? Because it looks like everything's happening all like fluidly.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
because we
then you
see
start to
Nice.
see it.
I saw him, but I never connected. I was like, does it really matter what year after the commission was founded is going on?
Yeah, because
Like,
we see Nice, which I think is shit.
32, 36?
30, yeah, 36, I think, because
Yeah.
Esol's 34, and I think it's 36 for Nice. And I was like, whoa now.
No.
So we're going back, and that's when it clicked for me is whenever we got to Esol. And but this is one that I think that I feel like Queen should have more time. In my opinion, I think Nice can maybe be cut to 3 episodes, and then
yeah, maybe.
I get it. I get why Nice probably
But
didn't, and I
if you think
understand it.
about it, Nice's story really isn't just Nice. It's the only one where it's like it's Nice and Moon. Like Moon has a whole the second episode is pretty much dedicated to Moon.
That's fair. So technically, I guess he only got 3 episodes, but this is my favorite arc.
But Nice himself
Besides,
only got like 30 seconds.
Yeah, dude, Nice was like
the OG Nice.
fucking off the building.
Yeah, dude. God,
he hit that motherfucking pose. It's like, all right.
So I was telling Jake before you hopped on, Izzy, I watched this back in April, like a couple weeks after it started airing, because I thought it was done at the time. I was sitting down on my TV, Bree was out of town, and I just sat down. I was like, I'm gonna watch something, and I was like, oh, I saw all this all over TikTok. Let's watch this. And only the first 4 episodes were in English, and the 5th was out. But when I first watched it, I just thought that Nice's ability just didn't activate. It did not click with me, even though they say it after I rewatched it, that he just straight up committed suicide. I thought, oh, man, dude, Hero's abilities, there's a chance they don't work in this world. That's an interesting twist.
That would be
very.
Where he's just trying to take off as he's just like.
Yeah.
He just like plunders. He's like, oh shit.
Like his trust value just dropped and he didn't know it.
Yeah, he's like midair. He's like, oh fuck me, bam. But
because that little scream, he's like, he's...
yeah, dude. The crazy thing is, you watch like the camera goes over the edge of the building. You see him fucking smack the side of the building and fall on the ground. And you're like, oh shit, he really dead.
Yeah. But any I guess closing thoughts on Queen, and then we can just talk about the overall story real quick, and then hop off here. We already know obviously what we're watching next week, so no need to talk about that.
I think the world building still of the association and how they have the heroes fight each other, I didn't think that would be a thing. I thought they was just gonna be like, oh, this hero has committed this many like rescues, or, like, has gained this much trust.
See, yeah, that's kind of what I was talking
like
about.
Emmys for heroes.
That's kind of
like an arena at this point.
Yeah, because like I remember first watching, I was like, who cares about the top 10 heroes? They're fucking heroes, right? Obviously, one's going to be the most popular. And then, yeah, they started all of a sudden with the Queen arc. They're like, oh, yeah, all the top 10 heroes fight each year to figure out who's the best. And it's like, oh, okay, why? Like like what I'm like the story so far, I kind of have no idea what the end goal of this story is.
Or I guess mine is why. Like, what's the point? Like, why would you want to?
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that they never really kill each other besides Nice dying and then Isol and New Isol fighting. But why would you try to sabotage heroes when you could just have more of them?
Like, yeah, there's a lot of branching storylines. Like, the first branching storyline is like, why did Isol kill Moon? Second one is like, why are the management agencies so corrupt? Third is like, what is fear? Fourth is like, what's the trust value system? How does it work? Especially if Queen knows enough about it to know it's corrupt and she wants to get rid of it. And then also it's like, okay, why are they all fighting each other? What's the main goal? What does Hero X even do? And then it's like, also, who's the big fuck off monster at the end of this? I have a theory. I think it's Big Johnny, but I
mean, that's why they would call him Big.
That's my guess. Now, does that mean Big Johnny's evil? I don't know. Maybe. But it's the only thing with the horn that's been shown. Now, Big Johnny, when he's being carried by Little Johnny, looks nothing like this monster. But that's my only guess of what or whom it could be.
Didn't even have a guess. So you know what?
Who's the hero? Big Johnny or
Little Johnny? Yeah, who knows? I don't know. They're obviously a hero because they live in the Hero Tower.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming they're just a duo. It's just like a partnership, I guess.
Yeah, like he's like some kind of like summoner class or something like that, and that's his familiar or whatever.
Yeah.
Or it's like Chainsaw Man, and he's like, that's his vessel.
Or maybe they're like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where they become that big dog.
One, yeah.
Yeah, as one.
At AOT, he's in his name.
Yeah. I guess let's just go ahead and get into how we feel about the first 12 episodes, because that's how I figured it's going.
Yeah,
amazing. I've never been just drawn to an anime so fast.
Yeah, I will say it pulls you in. I'm very interested to see where it's going. The only the obvious thing I see coming though is we get a wrap up to absolutely zero things in this first season.
I agree.
It's obviously
them.
It's obviously only set up to introduce the top 10 heroes.
Yeah, because it's going into a new hero. Whenever I first watch an anime, I usually go through all the episodes, just like look at the titles and
Yeah,
such.
look at the thumbnail and shit.
Oh
Yeah, so
no!
I do that,
No.
and the next episodes are
Is
just
the
introducing
next
heroes.
episode covers Lolly,
Loli.
which
Yeah.
is a
Um,
horrible name.
Yeah, and the good thing, what I did like about this anime,
God, dude,
is
it
number
looks
one,
like she gets fucking 4 episodes too.
yeah, and what I liked about this
And then it looks
is
like it's
that
Big Johnny or some fucking dude with cat ears.
every episode is a cliffhanger.
I
It's
do.
always like next, like you just want to go right next to the next one.
And guess what? We have absolutely zero answers to any of the cliffhangers so far.
I know. And the crazy thing is, it's like I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I gotta go get up for work in the next tomorrow. But it's like I really want to watch the next episode, and that's how I
When-
felt after Moon got shot, fucking
I-
domed in the fucking brain.
I will say
I was
I'm very drawn to this one, but it's not giving me the same like I gotta know what happens as Erase did. Like there's definitely part of me that's like there's some suspense. I'm like I want to know where this is going. But shout out back to 2 episodes ago. Erase is amazing. Go watch that.
I like how it's like,
agree.
what are you doing next? Like,
Yeah.
What are you going to entice me with? Like, just throw me around with emotion and action.
Yeah, because I feel like Erased in this has 2 different mindsets for me.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's definitely
Erased,
2
12
different
episodes.
pools.
It's 12 episodes. I know it's gonna end.
Yeah, one.
Like, I
I
know
mean,
that
yeah,
there's
one's a mystery. This is more so just like action and infighting, which is also
And there's-
super fun. But like,
So many, I guess, so many storylines running into each other.
Oh, yeah.
To where you're like, oh shit, like whenever, Esol,
New
new
Esol
Esol has
goes
his Cyan tickets, and then the next episode or the next arc's about Cyan, Lucky Cyan, and then, you see Queen in the Lucky Cyan arc, and then it, now who? Oh, that's Queen. So it's interesting in how that is affecting one another, or how each arc affects another. I'm still pissed off that they didn't use Chang, New Esol, as Cyan's friend.
yeah, after you said that, that would have made it a really cool story.
That would have been fucking awesome. If they would have been able to push that together, because they live in the same arc timeline. So, who am I?
2 cents.
Yeah.
You got any closing thoughts?
I love the closing of the show as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this is a really good like closing and opening anime. It's just both
Some
fire.
animes, it just takes a minute or two for me to get into the intro or the outro. Sometimes I skip the outro, but the intro is what is the best. I know in the outro sometimes they add extra stuff, but this one just you got me going to the end.
Intros and outros. Let's get on a quick side tangent. What's your favorite intro ever?
favorite
Like
intro?
of any?
Oh shit.
I want to say
Alright,
My
dude.
Hero or Blue Lock.
Boo.
All right. I'm gonna say something, and I need y'all to bear with me. Domestic Girlfriend
Oh
as
god.
a fire intro, dude.
Mine is. I even know the song. Casuals. Resonance from Soul Eater. Amazing intro.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen Soul Eater.
Yeah.
Or Naruto has some bangers. Is it Bluebird? I think it's Bluebird. That one's an all-time great.
Also, the intro and outro of fuck, what is that? It's a New Age.
Can I have a hint? What's it about?
Kaiju number 8.
Oh yeah, Kaiju number 8's intros. Isn't that Fall
Yeah.
Out Boy?
The outro is.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Oh, and Call of the Night. Call of the Night's intro is fire.
Yeah, that one is good. All right, side tangent over. Sorry, if you had more, go ahead.
I didn't.
I
That
figured
was it.
we're at a $120 now, so I figured we'd go ahead and cut off. Any last thoughts on To Be Hero or intros and outros or anything new you're watching? Anything you want to tell the viewer?
Watch it. Let us
Yes.
know how you think about it. DM us. I don't know if you can DM on Twitch. Fucking DM us on
Leave a
YouTube.
comment on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you think
Hey,
about
you
it.
can.
Because
Somebody can still be our very first YouTube comment. So that
Oh, yeah.
that position is still open. We have all refrained from commenting on it on our personal accounts. So
For now.
that
Be a
coveted
pleasure
spot,
to have you.
Yeah, that coveted spot's still open. All right, yeah. So next week obviously is going to be episodes 13 through 24. Week after that, we'll have our 10-minute tangent of scrolling through Crunchyroll trying to figure out what the hell we're going to watch next.
One Punch Man.
Congratulations
any-
again, Jake, on your boy.
Thank you.
And yeah, unless y'all got anything else, I'm gonna hit the stop streaming button.
If you have any recommendations, leave them below.
Yes, please leave us some recommendations, or else we're just gonna keep covering things we've already watched or things that look cool. This is obviously not very up with the times podcast. We're covering things that have come out all over the place, so literally we'll cover anything. All right, fellas, I'm gonna hit the button. Viewers, aka Wright, and my parents now, they watch our YouTube uploads. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
Deuces.